Hi, and welcome in, Taurus. I have to say that I did a full reading for you, and it wasn't recording, had a glitch, so it didn't take, and it was so positive and it was so amazing. And so I just pulled another one for you, and it is still so amazing and so positive. There's very different cards that came up, but right in the middle of your reading. Oh, and this is not date specific. I figure that when you come across this, it's meant for you. So this is where you are right now. It's the ultimate cup of love. It's that you're embraced in a loving relationship or perhaps on yourself. What is grounding your reading is the Four of Wands, another beautiful card of love and celebration of union, family, friends. Your current thoughts are on a new beginning, perhaps in your career. Perhaps you've just been promoted, or you just opened a new business, or you have a new job. The Ace of Pentacles. Your rising desires, the King of Cups, which is caring, compassionate, ruling with not just with your heart. Of course, you need your head to rule, but you're in tune with your emotions. You may not be expressing them, but you're definitely in tune with them. And how you're feeling emotionally. Abundance, 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 and creativity and sensuality, which is, you're ruled by Venus. So this is the card of Taurus. So you are in your element right now. That's how you're feeling emotionally. What needs your attention is perhaps a closure on some issue. This is the World card. It's kind of a big closure that you need to have. We'll get some clarification on that. Where to direct your energy, you get the Hanged Man, which is needing to focus some perspective that you have, to get some perspective on something, perhaps that you're closing out. What you need to let go of is the Queen of Swords, and this is a card of, an idea of discernment. This can mean that perhaps you've been cold lately in relationships, and edgy, which the Queen of Swords can do that. Doesn't mean that there's not feeling underneath there. It just means that that's her way of, she's a truth seeker. So she looks for the truth and just sticks to the facts mostly, like the King of Swords does as well. But this is something that you need to let go of, is that cold, icy, is what I'm feeling. And then your outcome is the Four of Swords, which is like the Hanged Man, asking that you do some reflection, some rest, some meditation. Could be just you needing to take a nap. So let's get some clarifiers. Here's the Knight of Pentacles underneath there. And let's start with the Ace of Cups. An amazing thing that you are in the Ace of Cups energy. So let's see a little more about if this is about relationship or whether it's whether it's about a person or just about your own self-love, giving to yourself, self-care can be about that as well. Oops, I guess this one is really aching to come out. This is the Temperance. Oops. And the Star. Wow, two major arcanas. Okay. So the Temperance is one of moderation and an alchemy from Spirit. And also a very spiritual card is the Star card. This is just, you are in an amazing place, Taurus. I think that Spirit and the universe have worked in your favor to bring you to this place. You've had a lot of hopes and dreams, and you're seated in love, which is really what we are. And that's, if you can seat yourself in the feeling or in the reality of loving another and loving yourself, especially a high regard for yourself. you stand to reap great rewards with, the angel of guidance, of temperance, guiding your life. You have 2 cards here that talk about spirit having your back in loving matters, or just with yourself even. So just an amazing reading so far. So whoops, there we go, the Page of Swords. So what's providing focus for you is a 4 of Wands, which could be your home and family life. It could be a celebration or an upcoming celebration, perhaps a wedding. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, clarifying the 4 of Wands. So this tells me you're slowly and steadily working toward perhaps there could be an upcoming wedding, as I say, or a reason for celebration. There's messages that are coming up, and you're or not necessarily coming up, but that you're focused on getting things done in a slow and methodical manner around your home life or around a function that's coming up. So for some of you, so let's take a look at your current thoughts and your perceptions. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. So the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. Perhaps for you, as I say, it could be a new job, it could be a new relationship. This brings you a lot of fulfillment, this new beginning, and it's created, it could be that there's some legal side to it, could be contracts, that kind of thing, where a lawyer may need to be present, but it has such a promise for you, and that's what your mind's on, for emotional fulfillment. So a beautiful mix of cards right there on your perspective is that this is a great thing that's happening. It could be that this is about a marriage, an upcoming marriage for you, a relationship where you guys are definitely going to tie the knot. It's going to bring you emotional fulfillment, make it legal. It could be a long-standing relationship that you've had that you're about to make legal. And you've waited, you've been patient, and it's being blessed. So very nice, Taurus, very nice. Now to the King of Cups. Beautiful. Oh, we have the 5 of Swords coming up around the King. So this may be a figure, could be a parent or a boss. It could be you. Your desires are, there's a conflict here that this is pointing to, that this 5 of Swords is pointing to. Okay? And I feel that you are using the King of Cups energies. That's your desire, is to come at it compassionately and with caring, and it involves something about a family coming together, and there's some conflict there, and perhaps there's an occasion coming up where it is maybe a wedding. There's been some conflict in the family, and there's a need to close that out, and your wish is that you close it out with compassion, as I say, caring, being thoughtful about it for all the parties concerned. I'm really getting that super, super clear. It could be involving a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, Sag. It could have something to do with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well, to just close that out. So let's look at how you really do feel emotionally, which is the we're going to be clarifying the Empress, which is feeling abundant, feeling creative, feeling love, sexually energized, all the wonderful things that Venus placement will give you, Taurus, as you well know. So let's see, let's clarify the Empress for Taurus, please. You are in a fabulous spot. I mean, I just see this one conflict coming up here. Generally readings, oh, there's the Page of Cups, beautiful. There's an offer of love, and it can mean an apology. So you have the card of victory, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Cups to clarify the Empress card. So this tells me that you have, that this could be an apology, and perhaps emotionally you're feeling like this situation of conflict that is coming up for you, that needs to be addressed, may involve an apology coming to you, or perhaps you going outward. But overall, I feel that it is, you're feeling really, really good. It almost feels like you can't do wrong. You can't go wrong with an offer of love or an offer of an apology. You can't go wrong. If you receive one, it's going to make you feel triumphant. So let's clarify the World card here. This is what needs some attention. So this is closure. This is really about this. Oh, there's the burden right there, the Ten of Wands. This is about some situation that is, you have the World card here twice, and the World card is clarifying what needs to be closed up. And you have that desire as well. So this is something about a burden from the past, something that you've been carrying for a long time. Could be a legal matter that went awry on you. But you have just wonderfulness all over this reading. So, oops, there we go. You have the Death card, and it appeared in reverse. So that just tells me that it's still very active. This burden that is, it's kind of plaguing you. Let me turn this. Whoops. Wrong one. So the burden that you hold needs to be closed out. It needs to be put down. The Death card would be the end of it. If you had Death in upright, it combined with the World card would indicate, yes, it needs to be closed out. It is closed out. It's the end of it. It's the death of it. But it's still active. It's still active in your vibration. It's still active in your world around you, or within the people that are part of this situation. So let's look at the Hanged Man. Whoops. Whoa. This is revealing more and more of the situation. So this is a card of manipulation. Somebody feels that they've been manipulated or done the manipulating. The Hanged Man is here to ask us to get some perspective on that. And it's in a position of where you should be directing your energy. So you need to get this figured out, Taurus. This is maybe something that you've done that could be perceived as manipulative. Oops, there's another card there. It's definitely a burden on you, and it could be something to do with a third party. Oh, look at that. King of Cups again. Beautiful. I think if you just stick with the love and compassion, I think all of this, if you ground yourself in that, before you go into a dialogue or conversations or encounters about the situation, it will work magic to heal this. So you do have the need to get perspective on some sort of manipulation around, maybe it's regarding a third party. It could be just that it could be around a friendship, or again, I feel that you have a gathering of people upcoming. And I think that's what this is saying, is to direct your energy and your good intentions, your best intentions on getting some perspective on that, because you're going to need to close it out. Oh, and we have one more card here. Oh, there it is again, the Five of Wands. Oh, we didn't have this when we had the Five of Swords, but this is definitely about potential arguments and disagreements, manipulations, that kind of thing. So wherever you fit on the strata of that, whether it's you've been the victim of that or whether you've been the perpetrator, regardless of that, it just needs your perspective. It needs your time to focus on that and just get it out of your system. So let's, that said, let's see what you need to let go of. You have the Queen of Swords here, a card of being less emotional, or being too rigid. And given all the cups in your reading, and this one as well, the Knight of Cups, with an offer of love, I feel that it is getting out of reasoning, and perhaps letting go of the edginess and moving into your compassionate heart to take care of this situation. So yes, there's the Two of Cups. So you have more cups on the table. This is all about relationships, love, and emotions. So you have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is an offer towards someone who can be regarded as a soulmate. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can be maybe a family member, just someone you partnered up with that you have a very harmonious relationship with. But whoever this is, there's some perspective that you have that is a little edgy about this relationship, and you need to let go of that and go into your compassionate heart, which is something that Taurus is very good at. They have this reputation of being stubborn, but sometimes their stubbornness is truly gifted as their ruling planet is in Venus, in a loving, natural way. So that's what I found Tauruses to be. I was raised around many Taurians, so I know all their beautiful points. So now your last card here of the outcome, which is the Four of Swords. Again, a card of getting some perspective, taking the time to actually focus on that. There's two cards right there. Yeah, there's a card of resistance here, the Seven of Wands, and then the Six of Pentacles, another card of balance. So I think this is asking you to get some perspective and just rest. Let the resistance go. Get some balance in your life. You might be working too much. You may be overthinking this, although there's not a lot of swords here. The swords that you have really are just the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So I think that you need to need to let go of that fine-tuning, looking and thinking about things and trying to cut through things, and just get to the heart of the matter with this conflict that I feel is an old conflict that needs to come to a close. So, and then you just have these, look at these beautiful cards here. How does it get any better than this? You have so many indicators that you're in a wonderful place, moving on to, putting your focus on your loving nature and your inspired dream that's coming true. So, all in all, just a wonderful reading, Taurus. I hope it helps, and I will see you next time. Take care.